My fellow magicians, the dawn is breaking on the stage that holds our final destiny. So my fellow magicians, let's all go to hell in a fast car and keep it hot. And on today's little pit stop, we have something a little bit interesting here. So we have the general energies flipped up, but not the specifics on the tarot. We're starting with the star and origin. This is just if there's a particular project or something that you want to start doing, it's like there's good energy to start new things, to expand on certain things, grow them, no matter what it is. It's sort of like the stars are aligned for that. So there's good energy for new endeavors or growing certain things. And then what we have is the Six of Coins with coach and gain. Somebody might be looking at getting involved with like a financial coach, a financial planner, or you are someone who offers those services. If you're offering those services, maybe just venturing out or restarting something, it's likely like there's good energy for that. Or if you're someone who is looking at using the services of a financial coach or a financial planner, then that will likely like return some positive results fairly quickly. Like it's a good thing with that Six of Coins. And then what we are ending with is the Eight of Wands, and the card is protest, and I'm going with attention is the word here that I'm gonna go with for now until I see the specifics. Potentially with like this growth or gain or whatever this is, it might be something that comes in relatively quickly, or there might be something that you need to pay attention to after this comes in, like relatively soon after it comes in. And so let's go ahead and see what we have on the tarot. Yeah, okay. This one wanted to come in reverse, so I'm going to take it. The Seven of Coins in reverse is sort of like, there is time, because like we have this origin, like something planted, right? It's sort of like something's ready to be harvested. Something's ready, it's sort of like something's grown. It's like the seasons are correct for the harvest. So this would likely, potentially at least, be something that you started maybe like last season, last year, something like that. And now the time has come for kind of us to be taking the fruit off of the vine, like with that kind of Six of Coins, like coach thing. So something's happening here. We have like a manifestation, pretty much. We're not talking about like money or investments, right? It's just a manifestation, getting something back in real life, or an investment paying off. So let's see here. So coach, gain, and Six of Coins, we have the Eight of Cups. So we could be going from one phase to another, or after whatever this material result, whatever investment this is, after it pays off, it's sort of like you might make some sort of transition. It could be an in real life transition, like you actually go somewhere. The Eight of Cups is going to the Nine of Cups, so you may be able to do something that you've been really wanting to do for a long time, but maybe you didn't have the money or you didn't have the resources, you didn't have something, and now you do have that something. Or if this is more like general, it's just sort of like, now that this particular part of my life investment is done, I can move on to another part of it. And it's like, to me, this is giving stuff in real life, but it could be an internal journey, something like that. It's just not really giving that type of feeling right now. And so finally, on this protest and Eight of Wands, okay, so we have the five, I'm gonna take this upright, the Five of Wands. So here is this, so there is a slight, like, there's something going on. There's something going on, like, I don't know if it's a conflict or something after you receive this thing that happens relatively quickly after you make this transition. So we are pulling from the big deck again. And then if I have any questions, I will get another clarifier, whatever. So the Six of Cups is underneath this Seven of Coins in reverse, and that is still harvest to me. Like, it's like you're like, so here are the things that we planted, right? Oh god, let me pick this up. We planted, we watched it grow, and now the thing has blossomed. And so I am being given the thing that I planted in the first place. Like, that's happening. Okay. And that's not, like, I'm serious, like, that's what that's giving. It's not giving anything about, like, another person or a relationship or anything like that. But this is, like, something coming back from the past. This is something that you did in the past that you are now receiving something in return. Like, that's what that is. So 9 of Cups on the, okay. So, I mean, whatever this is something positive. This is something positive coming in for you. But then, like, there's this weird, like, drama over here, this weird protest. 8 of Wands, 5 of Wands. What is that? What is it? Death. It seems like something you're going to stop relatively quickly. Like, it doesn't seem like it's going to stop you, though it may cause you some stress. Like, there might be some sort of, like, there's 8 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 7 of Wands. It's like the Chariot, but this is like the same type of energy. It's like there's some sort of odd conflict here that comes in relatively quickly, but it's not going to stop you. Like, you may have to hurt some feelings about this. Like, I don't know. But you know what? Sometimes that happens when you come into a way where you receive something, and I mean, I'll just say it's money, right? Let's just go ahead and say it's more money. Let's say it's a significant amount of money. That significant amount of money is going to allow you to perhaps leave a job, leave a family system, leave a community that you've been wanting to leave for a while. But that sort of a change tends to create turbulence, right? Within the particular system or dynamic that you are now able to leave, right? The community that you're now able to leave. It might not be that, but it's sort of like some people may not appreciate that change. And you will have run into that if you have ever, like, if you're if you've outgrown a relationship, right? If you have altered your body in a specific way where you're now getting, like, more attention. Not everybody's going to be happy that you are receiving more positive attention because they will be feeling like it takes away from them and things like that. So it might be that we're dealing with something like that here. So let's transition to our smaller deck and we'll see if we can get more specifics and then maybe some final advice for y'all. Because it seems like this is ultimately positive for you. It's just sort of like, you know, even the positive changes can create some turmoil in our life. And the 5 of Wands isn't really like awful, but it can be uncomfortable. This is something that's been building up for a long time with the Knight of Pentacles under the deck. So let's see here. What is this? 3 of Coins, Justice, and the King of Cups. You just have some sort of solid platform here from which to, like, take a risk or to move on something. And this is like something that's ultimately leaving you very happy and emotionally fulfilled as well. So whatever this thing is that you have been working on, it is solid. Like, the foundation is complete, and that 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups is moving into kind of the next exciting phase. I don't know if you're gonna need, like, assistance with that, with Coach and Gain. I don't know, you might be explaining it to somebody else, or somebody might be helping you to make this transition. It might not be, though. It could be. And always let your conscience be your guide. You know, your inner resources, your guides, your people. And the cats, as always, are acting up. All right, 3 of Cups. Oh, you might have some people help you here. I don't know. Or at least some people, some people are happy. We see something's ending. 10 of Swords. Something is over. It is over, and it might be uncomfortable. 5 of Swords. Oh my God. Okay, Jesus. Strength. And now I'm curious. I would say that whatever it is that you're transitioning out of looks like it's not that great. Or this is talking about, you know, I'm not going to totally scratch what I just said, but what seems like what's hitting me, like more like, oh, this is what that means, is you're beating the competition thoroughly. What you're doing, there might be a lot of competition within it. 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords, Strength is like, I beat you. I beat you, bitch. Like, it's me. I'm in the Nine of Cups. Goodbye. Like that seems maybe a little bit more accurate, but we will go around again just to be certain. Hermit on that Ten of Swords. Yeah, this is like Seven of Coins on that Five of Swords. This is like a competitive like something that you've been investing in. There was like a lot of competition for it, or you were really hungry for it. And what's ending is sort of like this quiet stage with the Hermit. This might have been something that you were doing kind of like in the background. And then Strength is the Chariot and the Nine of Coins. This is just talking about like being hungry for a certain type of success, or doing something long-term that has allowed you to beat out your competition. The cats are being so distracting right now. Babies, y'all want to wait until we start the read. Okay, so this final one, this Five of Wands, Death, Protest, like Eight of Wands. I don't know, your competition might be mad. Two of Cups. Queen of Cups, these could be friends. Oh, I got Two of Cups, Queen of Cups, the Empress, Eight of Swords. You might have a friend or something that's not happy about you. Misha, you might have a friend of yours that's not happy about you, like making a transition from the Queen of Cups like to the Empress. That's like gaining more social status, and they kind of want to hold you back maybe. Yeah, it looks like someone's kind of maybe got sour grapes. So let's go ahead and see what's actually on the board. Ten of Cups, like I said, that could be community if it's not like fulfillment and happiness, like specifically for you based on whatever this is. Queen of Swords. That might, like, seriously, you might have to just be a bitch to some people, or a jerk. Like, it's not without cause, I would say. But it's just sort of like, I'm doing what I'm gonna do, and like, I don't care what noise y'all are making about it. I'm going forward, all right? Page of Wands, it's like, yeah, you're just gonna kind of have to, Magician, you're going on some kind of new adventure here. You are creating the platform from which you are going to feel good about going onto some new thing in your life that is positive for you. And it seems like you're gonna have to disappoint some people who maybe want you to stay in the same position always. Like maybe like you've been more of a support to these people and they haven't been like really paying attention to what you've been doing in the background. And now that you're sort of like busting out and being like, okay, well, I'm gonna go now. It's sort of like, well, wait, you've always been here for me. And like, you can't just go. And it's like, well, in fact, I can. In fact, I can. I can do whatever it is that I wanna do. That's within my power to do so. So, I mean, I don't see any problem. Like, I see a little bit of turbulence here, but I'm not seeing it stopping you at all. So I'm just gonna go ahead, like we're actually gonna keep this one short because I normally say that, and then we end up with like a 10-hour read. Misha, good Lord. So we're actually going to just get into the final advice outcome, because sometimes, you know, we need some clarification on that, and then we will just close things out for really, really real. All right, final advice outcome. Ace of Pentacles under the deck, Ace of Swords under the deck. And there's that Five of Swords. It's something that's gonna come from people you know, is all I can say. Most likely, that's kind of tends to be how it goes. So let's see, final advice outcome, oh my. I don't know, what I'm getting from this is like, it seems like you've been working like the devil, right? You've been doing a lot of hard work and it's giving you the freedom to move in a particular way. And it's just sort of like, that's how it is. So I'm gonna go around one more time to see if there's anything else here, because I don't see anything different. Ace of Swords, it's kind of like, you know, like, the devil in this case, this could be workaholism or overwork, but it's sort of like you knew that going into this, that it was going to be that way. You're like, I'm gonna have to work like the devil. I am going to have to dedicate most of my time to this labor, and it's gonna be for a while. It's gonna be a lot of hard work, but it's gonna pay off in the end. And so now it seems like we're getting to that place. Four of Swords on this Ten of Wands, so now you get to rest. It's like you put in the work on the front end, and now it's kind of like you get to have a little nap because it's paying off. Nine of Wands, Ace of Cups. This is just, it's good energy, but again, I'm seeing here this Five of Cups. Like, I don't know, it seems like they're just people who want to hold on to you or like keep you in the same position or something like that. Let me see if can we get any advice or information like about the best way to handle that for the collective if they need it? But can I tell you, this feels like very chill. Like, I don't know, this just feels like something that's gonna kind of happen. And I don't know that you super need to do anything about it. It's just sort of like, oh yeah, that happened. So I don't even know that you're going to be especially bothered by this. All right, let's see. Advice for whatever this turbulence is. You're just going to have to leave some people. I don't know. This is just kind of like you're just going to have to leave these people and kind of be okay with it. The Star, yeah, it's kind of like it's your time to shine. Like, I don't know, if people are feeling a certain way about your success and they don't like it or they don't want to see it or whatever, it's just sort of like they're going to have to deal with that. What this seems like is other people are potentially trying to make their emotions your issue, and it's not. Because you're not doing anything to whoever this is, you are doing you, and people are having emotions about it and they're trying to hand that to you. Like, my state of being is your responsibility, and it's just like, no, you just hand that right back to them or you ignore them, whatever. Two of Cups, yeah, it's kind of like you might make some new friends. I don't know if there is anything about a relationship here. People might be disgruntled because you're like, if you've been the single friend for a long time, once you get into a relationship, you are going to have less time for friendships, like as you're growing a new relationship. And that's not a problem as long as you're still making, some time for your friends. But sometimes people get jealous. Like platonic friends what else would a friend be? Your platonic relationships will get jealous over someone coming into your life that they feel is like taking their place as the important one, right? Because a romantic relationship, it just tends to be a different type of intimacy, and one that is potentially a little bit deeper than the platonic stuff. It doesn't have to be emotionally, but it's just sort of like, it is what it is. I'm getting 3 on this Two of Cups, and then we're gonna bow out. So it just seems like if you have family, I don't know, like that kind of seems like it could be. It's like I'm having a good time. I've got the Emperor is here. Somebody, if you're not the Emperor, okay, if you're not the Emperor making these moves, it's sort of like you've got an Emperor that you're gonna meet in this new phase of life. People get jealous, okay? People get jealous of the Emperor, Empress, okay? And so why do they get that person? It's because, well, they did all this work. So, I mean, that could be internal work, but it's labor. Whatever labor you have been doing, it is affording you these benefits now. Or you will be selecting a person. So like if you are the one making a choice in a partner, it could be maybe you had options, right? You got a whole bunch of like orbiters that are just, all of them are thinking to themselves, so I'm going to be the one. I'm going to be the one that the collective picks. And then when you pick someone, it's essentially a bunch of pick-me's is what this could be. It's like all these people were maybe like groveling or like doing things for you or trying to be like your friend or close to you because they assumed they were going to be the one to get picked. They never would have told you that. But if in fact you don't pick them, maybe like you're picking somebody who's entirely out of that group if you are the one doing the picking. And so all of these people are just like, but I just invested all of this time in building a relationship with this person, like on false pretenses because they wouldn't have told you. And now they have the audacity to not pick me. It could be something like that. If you are in fact not the one being picked by someone. Somebody, whatever this is somebody coming to somebody else. I don't know who's the one who's been doing the work, but part of this, like good time or whatever it is, if you are someone who is looking for a relationship, and that's like attraction, emotion, compatibility here. We've got the Emperor, the Page of Pentacles to the Nine of Coins. So this is somebody making an offer to somebody else. It can be a romantic offer. However, if you already have a relationship, already married, and this is more like business type of stuff, it could be that someone recognizes you in a creative or business capacity and makes you some sort of like monetary offer, right? Because we had that coach and gain type of thing. This could be like, I don't know, a higher up or just someone who's like, hey, I want to pay you to do this. Like, hey, I want you to come teach this. It could be anything like that. But part of that, that's going to elevate you in some capacity, and part of that is just whatever that like jealousy or like why are people mad about this? Why are they mad? See, now we're going into the million years read, and I'm just gonna have to close it out because I just don't. It seems like it's these people over here. Why are they? Oh, let me get over here. Why are these people upset? I just think they feel left out with that Five of Coins. And sometimes people don't see the hard work that you're doing, because a lot of the times people are doing the hard work in private, and everybody has their own life. So sometimes, even though you've been doing a lot of hard work, like people can't like see that, so they can't really like process exactly how much work you had to do to get where you are. So to them, it's just literally like, oh, this person just pops out and gets whatever the hell they want, and it's not true, okay? It's not true. They didn't see the decades prior, okay? So these people are upset. I'm telling you, it's because like you're moving on. It's like there's a transition here. It's just a life transition. It's just kind of, these things are what they are. Yeah, these people don't like the way you're moving. This is also evil eye. You might have some evil eye here or gossip on this. It's like, oh, look, this person's going over this way with this person and blah, blah, blah. It's like that. Seven of Cups, this is kind of like gossip. This is gossip. This could be like people talking about you like on a group chat or something. But it's a bunch of, I don't want to go as far as lies, but what it seems like these people are upset about is sort of like they have a bunch of ideas or fantasies about what is going on with you or the situation or whatever. And that's not really grounded in reality. And that's just coming from like a feeling of being left out, a feeling of why wasn't I the one picked, a feeling of why does this person get everything and them not seeing the work. That's why I think, and like this Six of Swords, it's sort of like, this is like this death card that we were getting on the Five of Wands. This is almost like something that is going on in the background. It really doesn't seem like anybody's like confronting you. It just seems like, you know, when you just get that vibe, right, of people around you kind of not liking what's going on, that's why. There's nothing actually bad going on. It's just like an energy that some people are putting out like while this is happening. So, my fellow magicians, let's all of us go ahead and reach out and touch faith, and let's get a little bit of our personal Jesus on this. For Jesus today, how are we arranging this? Like that. All right, let's see what Jesus says. Jesus says, the kingdom of God is within you. So it's like you're manifesting this. You have been able to tap into your inner abundance and fulfillment and happiness is all that. Now it's on the outside of you as well. Jesus also says, where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, I am there in the midst of them. That is a reminder about energy and the Tao. Where two or three are gathered. So there's actually no such thing as idle conversation. Gossip is spell work. Okay, people getting together and running their mouths in a group, that is in fact manifesting something. And it's usually manifesting something destructive. It's like people are tearing down another person or whatever. It is a reminder that if in fact, like maybe, okay, let's go ahead and say maybe you're going to watch someone. Maybe you watch someone around you elevate. It is a reminder to you that while it can be normal and valid to feel jealousy, that there are no such things as idle words. And if you are feeling some sort of way about someone around you, it's sort of like, can you pick a healthier coping mechanism? If you're starting to see gossip going on around you, instead of joining in, I would suggest refrain and kind of look at why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. And then, is there something more productive that can be done? Because like one of the hallmarks of being a mature person, and also a hallmark of being a generally happy person, is that when good things are happening to other people, we can experience a simultaneous joy with them. Even if like we don't have the partner, or we didn't get the raise or the promotion or whatever. So that's just a reminder, right? Just in case. Jesus says, I am with you always to the end of the age. There's just this is just something about like a reminder that you are always manifesting, and like the Tao is always present. Like God is always active. There's never actually like downtime on that. Like there's something about that. There's something about the weight of your action and the weight of your words, and how that's carried forth, like spiritually, energetically. Jesus also says, your Father already knows your needs. That's something about this emperor, whoever that is. This is somebody who is going to like maybe come in and help. Like I told you, there might be someone like in friendship or something like that who's coming to help you with some sort of next step or something like that. However that's going to play out for you, that is, that's what this is. Your Father already knows your needs. And this thing, it like, cause I wasn't getting like the peanut gallery here. I wasn't getting the collective as being part of the peanut gallery, but I would say that could be a bit of advice about, if you get the vibe, right, that people aren't liking what you're doing. It's important that you not feed into that. And what I mean by that is like, you know, it's okay to be happy, but maybe be mindful about the boasting, like how you're talking about this, or like just be mindful of pride, right? Because there's certain things that like you can't help the way people feel. And then there's like, I'm thinking about Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, right? Like, you know, maybe Joseph should have shut the fuck up a little bit, like about his dreams. He shouldn't have shot off at the mouth, but in shooting off at the mouth, it like set the prophecy in motion, right? So I'm just saying, remember that there's nothing that's just nothing, like not a comment, not anything. Like be careful about how you're engaging with people and like how other people are like engaging with you. Because there's something about like there's a way that like you can potentially neutralize some of that, and it's going to come down to how you're engaging with people and how you're speaking about your situation and to other people as well. It's something about that. All right, let us officially close out, as we mostly always do, with the words of the highest authority. That highest authority, of course, being Bob. Our Father who art in heaven. We close with the word of Bob that is good all the time. All right, Bob says, I really believe if you practice enough, you could paint the Mona Lisa with a 2-inch brush. This is about the work that you've been doing. So you have done like, it's like 10,000 hours of labor, because we had the 10 of Wands, right? It's like you are now an expert at something, at least at the level that you're at. And it's sort of like something about that, because we have 2 10s here. 10 of diamonds and 10 of hearts. So that's the 10 of cups. I think clubs or coins. This might actually, is this wands? It might be. Diamonds might be wands. I don't know. Anyway, let's just say it's wands. 10 of diamonds is 10. So the 10 of wands is becoming the 10 of cups. So Bob also says, you really can learn to be creative as you paint. It's like anything else. It just takes a little practice. This is still about work that you've been doing. This is also something that you've improved upon as you've been going. Bob finally says, it's life, it's interesting, it's fun. So that's about the payoff. And you get to enjoy it. It's fun. But just, be a little bit mindful of the people around you. So, my fellow magicians, this is reality, and I am your GM, your game master for this, the game of life. But it is we who are the greatest magicians of the age, and perhaps the greatest magicians of all time. And together, you and I will perform the greatest magic trick of all time. We will reverse the polarities of the world, make America great for once, fly this boat to the moon somehow, shift our world onto the mega happy timeline, perhaps leaving it a much better place than it ever has been before. Because, my fellow magicians, nothing stays. In 50 years or so, it's gonna change, But oh, it's heaven nowadays.